fish aside.
Hi, little dreamers, and welcome back to Tiny Tales for Tots. Today, we're going on a big, splashy underwater adventure. We'll meet shiny, shimmering fish, a super dad seahorse, and a silly fish who learns how to turn his frown upside down. So grab your imagination, wiggle your fingers like seaweed, and let's dive in together. Story 1: The Rainbow Fish. Deep, deep in the blue sea, there lived a fish so beautiful that all the other fish would stop and stare. His scales sparkled with every color you could imagine: shiny blues like the sky, greens like seaweed, and purples like pretty seashells. And oh, the silver scales shined so bright they looked like little pieces of the moon. Rainbow fish loved to swim in and out of coral caves and flip his tail to show off. "Look at me," he would say, gliding past the other fish. One day, a tiny blue fish swam up carefully. "Rainbow fish, your scales are so beautiful. Could I have one, please?" the little fish asked. Rainbow fish swished his tail and turned away. "No, these scales are mine," he said proudly, leaving the little blue fish feeling sad. Day after day, Rainbow Fish noticed that no one wanted to swim with him anymore. He felt so lonely in his sparkly world. Feeling lost, he visited the wise old octopus who lived in a dark, wavy cave. The octopus's eyes twinkled kindly as she spoke. "Rainbow Fish, if you want to find true happiness, you must learn to share your beauty with your friends." Rainbow Fish wiggled and flipped. Share? But those scales were his favorite thing. The next day, the tiny blue fish came again. "Please, could I just have one shiny scale?" he asked again, his eyes wide. Rainbow Fish took a deep breath. Slowly, carefully, he pulled out one silvery scale and gave it to the little blue fish. The little blue fish gasped and zoomed around happily. Thank you," he sang as he sparkled in the sunlight. Seeing the joy in the little fish's eyes, Rainbow Fish felt a warm, bubbly feeling inside. One by one, he shared more scales with the other fish, and soon the whole ocean sparkled with tiny flashes of light. At the end of the day, Rainbow Fish only had one shiny scale left, but now he had lots and lots of new friends swimming by his side, and for the first time ever, he felt truly happy. Wow, can you imagine how sparkly the ocean must have looked? Now let's swim a little deeper to meet a very special sea daddy. Story 2: Mr. Seahorse. Drifting gently along in the calm, wavy sea was Mr. Seahorse. He moved so slowly and gracefully that he looked like he was dancing underwater. Inside his special pouch, Mr. Seahorse carried tiny eggs, all safe and warm. Every day, he felt them wiggle a little bit more. "Hello in there, my little ones," he would say in a soft, bubbly voice. As he floated past colorful coral gardens, he saw Mr. Stickleback guarding his nest fiercely. "Good job, Mr. Stickleback. Those eggs look safe and sound," Mr. Seahorse called. Mr. Stickleback puffed up proudly. "Thank you, Mr. Seahorse. I won't let anything happen to them." Then Mr. Seahorse saw Mr. Tilapia. "Where are your eggs?" he asked curiously. Mr. Tilapia opened his big mouth and pointed inside. "I'm keeping them in here, nice and safe in my mouth," he mumbled. Mr. Seahorse giggled. "That must be a funny way to talk." Next, he met Mr. Curtis, who had eggs stuck on top of his head. "Your head looks like a sparkly crown," Mr. Seahorse teased. Mr. Curtis laughed. "Yes, I am king of my eggs." Mr. Seahorse continued, past wiggling seaweed and swaying anemones, greeting Mr. Bullhead, who hid his eggs under green leaves. Finally, Mr. Seahorse found a quiet spot and whispered to his eggs, "I can't wait to meet you all." Days passed. Mr. Seahorse waited patiently, humming soft sea songs and telling little stories to his eggs. "One day, we'll explore the whole ocean together." Then, one morning, he felt the biggest wiggle yet. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Suddenly, tiny baby seahorses popped out, spinning and twirling like underwater confetti. "Welcome to the world, my little swimmers," Mr. Seahorse cheered. The babies danced and zipped away, ready to see everything the ocean had to offer. Mr. Seahorse watched proudly. "Swim far, swim safe, and always remember where you came from," he called. "Oh, what a sweet dad. Now let's meet a fish who thinks he's stuck being gloomy until something changes his whole day." Story 3. The Pout-Pout Fish. In the middle of the sea lived a fish with a big droopy face. His mouth turned down, and his eyes always looked sleepy. He would sigh. "I'm a pout-pout fish with a pout-pout face, so I spread the dreary rearies all over the place. Blub, blub." A squid squiggled by and said, "Why so glum, chum?" But Pout-Pout Fish only sighed louder. Blub, blub. A bright yellow crab clicked his claws and said, "Try being silly." Click-clack, click-clack. But Pout-Pout Fish shook his head sadly. A shiny jellyfish floated up and sang a wiggly song. Wiggle, waggle, woo. But Mr. Pout-Pout Fish mumbled, "Blub." Even a kind octopus offered him a shiny shell. "Maybe this will cheer you up." But Mr. Pout-Pout Fish just stared at it and sighed again. Then, one day, a mysterious shimmering fish appeared. She glided closer and closer until smooch! She gave Pout-Pout Fish a big kiss right on his pouty lips. Pout-Pout Fish blinked. His eyes widened. His fins flapped. Something warm and tingly bubbled up inside him. Wait, what was that? He looked around and suddenly felt giggles bubbling up. "I'm not a Pout-Pout Fish anymore. I'm a kiss-kiss fish with a kiss-kiss face, and I spread the cheery cheeries all over the place." Smack, smooch, smack. From that day on, he zipped around the ocean sharing smiles and kisses with every creature he met. He turned gloomy days into giggly days and spread joy everywhere he went. What a fantastic day under the sea! We saw Rainbow Fish sharing his shiny scales and making friends, Mr. Seahorse caring so sweetly for his babies, and Pout-Pout Fish turning his frown into a big silly smile. Today's stories remind us to share what makes us special. It makes everyone happy. Care for each other and be patient. And remember, A smile or a kind act can turn someone's whole day around. Thank you for swimming along with me today. Until next time, keep exploring, keep giggling, and keep being yourself.